government's move to build prosperity through partnership has achieved significant results.
The government is doing its part. Inflation is being managed. The exchange rate is relatively stable. The government is controlling its expenditure.
The country's economic reform program, ERP, remained on track, following notable outturns from steadfast implementation throughout the year. Among the gains is growth in the net international reserves, NIR, totaling over $3 billion as at November 2017.
I have not seen this amount of liquidity in the system as it is today. We have a stable currency. We have not seen that for decades. We have a strong NIR, reserves, and we have a stock market that's booming. So all of these parameters point to one big thing: confidence. And confidence is a precursor to success.
Other gains include a central government primary surplus of $48.6 billion. This was achieved in part due to positive performances in all categories of revenues and grants. Economic growth was recorded in the calendar year, while inflation remained low and a steady decline continued in the ratio between the country's debt and the gross domestic product.
And by the end of this fiscal year, it should be in the region of 108%. We're going in the right direction.
On the strength of these outturns, Jamaica also passed the first 2 biannual reviews under the IMF precautionary standby arrangement. This means Jamaica can now access as much as $790 million.
And I think it is really drawing on these reforms that you have achieved that you can move efficiently to the next step that you have yourself identified.
In 2017, Jamaica continued to benefit from additional funding support from other multilateral organizations. Finance Minister Arnold secured funds to improve access to financing by micro, small and medium enterprises, MSME. The Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, facilitated the $2.6 billion Jamaican investment loan. There was also a $70 million loan agreement with the World Bank.
This loan is to assist the government's efforts to achieve higher levels of economic growth through the continued implementation of various initiatives targeted at improving the investment climate, improving competitiveness, fiscal consolidation, and public financial management in Jamaica.
The government also partnered with the Japan International Corporation, JICA, to improve the country's emergency communication system and to strengthen the government's energy management and efficiency program through a $30 million loan agreement. Several pieces of legislation were passed in the Houses of Parliament to facilitate business and increase earnings for the government as well as pensioners. Phase 2 of the personal income tax threshold took effect on April 1, 2017. This saw the figure moving from a little over $1 million to $1.5 million. Nearly 400,000 persons on the pay-as-you-earn PAYE tax roll are now exempt from paying income tax.
The goal of the personal income tax reform was therefore to reduce the tax burden on those overburdened PIT payers, while at the same time rebalancing the overall tax burden towards consumption or indirect taxation.
Also, the national budget of $715 billion was increased by over $89 billion. Parliament approved the first supplementary estimates for the 2017-2018 fiscal year in December. Work to create efficiency in governance continued under the Public Sector Transformation Program. 84 state entities have been identified for divestment, merger, subsuming into central government or closure. The changes began in 2017.
This government is serious about transforming the public sector into an efficient and productive workforce.
Meanwhile, a network to provide efficient and up-to-date data was established. The National Strategy for Development of Statistics is being operated by the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, STATIN.
Systems such as this demonstrate a level of integration that investors find appealing because it means they can be strategic in the legwork they must undertake, and this drives growth.
The government of Jamaica, through the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, making significant achievements through strong performances in 2017 as it builds prosperity in the economy through partnership.